What's up, guys? Today we're back with a project car, well, flip car. So we're back with that. I got some parts in. I start working on it, on all the mechanical stuff, suspension. It's what's pretty bad. So the strut in the back, it's just not working at all. So it's bouncy. It's really bad. So that's the first one we're gonna start taking care of. It's this one right here. I ordered this one on Amazon, which was a really good price. Was it Amazon or I think eBay? I'm not sure, but it was a really good price. I didn't need the coil since I can reuse the same one, and we're gonna use a special tool to compress the springs. So we're gonna do that, and in order to get to it, obviously we took off the tire here. So we're gonna start removing all these bolts, attaching all these brackets, attaching to the strut itself, which is these right here, the end link to the sway bar, and it'll be about it. That's the only thing it looks like. And then the two main bolts holding the struts in place, which would be this one and the one right below. So I'll see it better from this side. Yeah, those two. We're going to be removing those two, and then to get to the top, you're actually going to have to remove these seats. So in order to remove these seats, there's two clips here up front, which this one and that one. Just bring up the seat, unclips, and then in order to fully remove it, you're gonna have to remove these two bolts, which are 14 mils, this one and this one, which attach here, here, and here. After that's removed, then you're gonna have enough space to access these bolts, this one and the other one on that side. So once you remove those, this actually just pulls up the whole seat itself, and you got clips up here. That's the only thing holding in place. So let me go ahead and remove that. Okay, now that we removed the seat, took off those two 12 mil bolts, and here are the clips up here. 1, 2, 3. Just bring it up. See how it attaches to that? And then you lift up this tab here. Bam! You have access to the top bolts. These are all 12 mils. So you got 3 bolts up here and the brackets down there that we got to remove. So, and then everything comes down. Start on that. All right, so I removed this one already, which is a 14 mil, the link. Put the nut back in here to not lose it, and then remove this. I removed this. This was a 12 mil, and the one over here was a 10 mil. Just a little brackets, just holding everything in place. Your brake line, your sensor. So now that that's off, bring it off to the side. Bring this off to the side. Oh, look, now that I found this, I need to put a clip on here to hold that in place. It shouldn't be loose like this. Alright, anyways, that's a whole different thing. And then this one, the nut, these two nuts, these are going to be your 19 mils in order to be able to remove them. And to do this, you're going to need 19 mil here, and you hold back up on the other end, 19 mil as well. So when that comes off, there it goes. And the bottom one, I had already removed them, so I don't think they were just on there halfway. All right, now that that's off, before we release the top bolts, make sure y'all put a jack just to hold this up, or not, the whole thing's just gonna drop real hard on you. All right, finally remove the top bolts. Remove the top bolts. They're 12 mils, and then bring your jack, just lower your jack slowly, and you'll see it'll just come out. Let's see, there it is. We're out. Okay, now remove these two bolts and the whole strut should come out. Okay, there it is, and it's out. Okay, now I'm gonna start taking it apart. I'm actually gonna compress the spring, which I have this tool that I purchased on Amazon. It makes, oh my god, can you tell? Amazon. It'll make my life easier while I install the new strut. Y'all see how bad the wind is out there? Everything's falling. Okay. And so I'll be using these to compress the strut, the coils, to be able to remove the strut and install a new one. Okay. And in order to do that, once we compress it, we got a nut up here. So that comes off, and then the whole assembly up top just comes out, the spring comes out, install on the new one, and go from there. One on each side, then you lock them in place. Let's install the other one. Opposite end. Start compressing it now. Use a 3/4. Here, let me show you guys how I installed it. Alright, so these pins come out. You're able to bring it in and then lock it in place for safety. So that's what those pins are for. And you're going to start compressing it, tightening these up, which is a 3/4. Start compressing it. Once you relieve tension, this should be loose. Then you're able to remove that nut up there. Okay, start compressing it, tighten it down. Do a little bit here, a little bit over here. Try to keep them around the same, even. Starting to see that gap. That's what you want to see. Make sure it's just, you have enough play in there to know that nothing's under tension and you're able to remove that bolt. It's gonna be 3/4. Go get the impact. Alright, it's actually spinning on the shaft, so we're gonna hold back up. Okay, that's out. Start removing everything. Top piece, and you remove the strut. And see, that's how you know the strut was bad. Look at that. You're able to move it by hand. That's crazy. All right, let's compare it to the new one. Make sure everything is the same. Let's go ahead and install a new one. All right, we'll leave the same rubber in here. It's got its way of going. See where it hits there. It'll hit there at the end, so that's the lowest part. So bring it in. And put it towards the same orientation the old one was. And there it is right there. It's got this little bushing that goes in there. See where it sits. Put everything back together. put the nut on there. Now I'll start tightening it up, and once I get towards the bottom, I'll hold back up just so it won't keep on spinning on me. We'll see how it works out. I have to hold back up here because there's no way of me grabbing that. I don't have the tools to do it. Let's start releasing the spring. Okay, that's that. Just put it back in. Alright, first I'm gonna try to set it up there in place, and then I'll worry about it down here. So I'm gonna play with it. It's hard kind of lining it up with only one person, but we'll get it. Alright, we're in. Okay, now that that's in, bring your jack up. So it's in. I got the jack up, securing it in place, and I started putting the nuts on there just so it won't go anywhere. Just one's fine. Then worry about it later. Started lining this. There it is. I went too high up. Alright, right there. That's where it wants to be. Put your bolts in. Okay, that one's in. Put your bottom one in. Oh, it's way off. There it goes. Just wiggle it around. Okay. Put your nuts in. Brought that in. I picked it up, compress the strut to be able to put this end link on. And then connect all the rest of them, which is your sensors. Connect your sensors, connect your brake line, and tighten up all the bolts. All right, let's get these in. All right, get those in. Got these in already. That one, these two, and tightened up the 19-inch bolts. So that's how you install the struts on a Avalon. This is a 2001 Avalon. So appreciate you guys. Hope it helped out a couple of you guys and explained detailed on how to do this job, which is pretty simple. All you need is the tools. All right, catch you on the next one.